Hello, travelers. Checking out the Chronovisor right now. Have you heard of this thing? Apparently, it's a device that the Vatican has in their basement, like in the deep tombs of the Vatican, and it was developed, and you could see through like memories of time from the past. So I thought it'd be cool if we like kind of went down the wormhole on it together. What do you say? Nice shot at the Vatican right there. But yeah, let me explain it a little better for you here. What is a chronovisor? A chronovisor is a theoretical time viewer, initially of past events. Francois Brune claims that Pellegrino Ernetti was a developer of the chronovisor that enabled the viewing of crucifixion of Jesus. Yeah, the guy, and they were all very established, respected men. Vatican. These are some shots that came up. I don't know if this is how it looked, but reminds me of that thing from Lord of the Rings Two Towers when he's looking in the glass eye. This guy. This is Pellegrino. Pellegrino. Yeah, he claimed that this picture was from it. And then later in life, like on his deathbed, he said it was a lie. But it's very back and forth. It was almost like the church told him to say it was a lie. Here's another image. And they've been like debunked as like paintings and stuff. It's very peculiar. The Chronovisor. Basically, Father Pellegrino Ernetti is his name. He claimed that he could see pieces of time with this, and that he claimed he saw all the like crucifixions and stuff with Jesus through time. And they relate it back to like vinyls, actually, how you can have like sound bits in time. It's way smarter than me. It's like an electromagnetic, it's an intellectual thing that I do not know about. Here he is. It's a nice shit. He didn't do it alone though, okay? Supposedly he came up with this chronovisor, but not alone. He had help. This guy. This is Francois. Yeah, Francois Brune. He went on a little boat ride with him down the Venice Canal one day, and they were just shooting the shit, you know? And then this guy, Francois Brune, was like talking about something biblical eventually. And then this guy, Arnetti's like, well, there's no reason to speculate. Why don't you just watch it yourself? Brune was like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? He didn't say it like that, but you know what I mean. This guy's like, yeah, you can watch it yourself through the chronovisor in the Vatican basement. He's like, ooh, curiosity, huh? And supposedly, Agostino Gemelli was a guy who was like awesome at music archives in the Vatican. He would just listen to old like Gorgon chants and shit, and he heard his like dad's voice within a recording, which didn't make sense because obviously his dad wasn't alive when those Gorgon chants were recorded or whatever. But then it led him down the wormhole being like, wow, it's almost like EVP, you know, like, are we capable of detecting things that happened, and do they live forever in time because they happened? Can we like, it's pretty crazy. Hey, Enrico Suave. This guy, he also helped. He was one of the only, had like scientists working on this thing, right? And they only announced like a couple of them, like one or two, and Enrico Fermi is one of them. He created the first like what was it, nuclear reactor. Yeah, I think that's actually what he's standing by. he made the first nuclear reactor. And then apparently this guy was in on it too. He was a German Nazi who became like the head of fucking NASA. Werner von Braun. He was involved with this. So basically it goes back and forth over time forever. And then even at the time, this dude, the Pius Pope the 12th, this dude, he wanted it destroyed. when he found out about it, because he knew in the wrong hands it would create an evil that like we've never experienced, with the ability to like manipulate. You couldn't time travel with it. That's the thing, I guess. They said you couldn't time travel with it, but you could see through any point in time, and you could even influence somehow, like influence the way things are, or like see in. I don't know. Is it real? I don't know, guys. And then when this dude was dying, or Nettie, he was dying, he said that the pictures he took, like this one and this other one, he said, yeah, they were fake. He made it up. But then he also said he didn't deny that the Chronovisor was real, which is really crazy. Yeah, he claimed that it was still real. And even saying that, that's what I was saying at the beginning, he said those photos were fake, but it was almost like at that time the church just told him to say that, to like debunk it themselves, so people didn't go after it or try to make one of their own. And then the church released something in like the 70s or some shit, maybe even way before that, but I'm pretty sure it was the 70s, saying like that to not make anything like it that would do the same tool as, even though they're like, no, this isn't real, they're like, but don't make anything that's like it, like as an advice. And it just leaves you curious. Kind of hope it's not real, right? It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy, man. The Chronovisor. What would you do with that thing? It basically... What is the Vatican's Chronovisor? End of all Vatican's purported secrets. None may be more bizarre than the legend of the Chronovisor. The Chronovisor is said to be a device that gives the user the ability to see through time. Though the existence of the Chronovisor has never been proven, a 2002 book by Vatican priest Father Francois Brune says otherwise. He claims it's real, man. And the weirdest thing is these guys weren't like bullshit artists. These guys were like very well respected adults. Is the Chronovisor real or a hoax? Perhaps most intriguing of all, especially in light of claims from high-ranking Vatican members that the Chronovisor was nothing more than a hoax, was the decree by the Vatican themselves. According to the strict warning, here's what I was talking about, anyone using an instrument of such characteristics as the Chronovisor would be excommunicated. Yeah, so the church is like, yeah, it's not real, it's a hoax, but if you make something like it, you're going to be excommunicated. Is the Chronovisor a medium for time travel? In his novella, Sherritt writes about a time-viewing device with characteristics that bear a striking resemblance to the Chronovisor. Savvy researchers may agree that while time travel may indeed be possible, the Chronovisor is not necessarily a medium for it. It may just be a viewing device, like that eyeball. That crazy eyeball in the Two Towers, remember when he's looking in the Sauron eye thing? It's something like that. I think it's basically that. Thanks for joining me on this video, travelers. Hit the like and subscribe button. I got more videos coming, so don't worry. Thanks for tuning in. It means a lot. I don't know. This is still creeping me out. Jesus. They saw Jesus. This thing freaks me out.